Been having a lot of fun on Instagram today at Rubixinator. We do kind of Q&As once a week or maybe every 2 weeks where I post a Q&A question submission and then I answer questions real time. And there was probably 30 questions that came in and I actually got through most of them. Again, if you want to get involved in that stuff, just at Rubixinator on Instagram. Someone asked, how long did it take you to succeed in the DeFi business and how much capital? I'm going to answer it in that sequence. I'm someone, I don't think of things in terms of like, oh, it took me a year or 6 months or 3 months or it took me 2 days. Because time is kind of relative to the effort and attention and dedication and commitment you put in. I actually talk about this a lot with the team. To me, it's like work doesn't mean like how much time or effort you put into something. Work to me equals the outcome you get. And so if one person works 8 hours and gets a unit of outcome, and someone else works 1 hour, only 1 hour, but gets the same unit of outcome, to me, they both did the same amount of work. If someone works 8 hours and gets 1 unit of outcome, and someone works 1 hour and gets 2 units of outcome, the person who worked 1 hour instead of 8 actually worked twice as much. And I think about that in terms of like learning new skill sets. I'm not someone who half-asses stuff. Like if you know me at all, I'm always joining programs and just learning from others. I'm the guy who sits up front with a notebook. I'm always a student. It's always like just a student mindset. Even if someone's teaching or talking about something I already know, I'm taking notes. And I took that same approach when it came to DeFi. Now, please know I was already an entrepreneur. I was already an investor just in traditional markets. So I had that muscle built. But crypto DeFi was like, it just took me a few months to master it. Because when I first entered it, I did 2 things. One, I joined every coaching program, every mastermind. I definitely overdid it, but I spent a lot of money, tens of thousands of dollars to learn it as fast as I could. And so I do like buying time, buying speed, which is why I'm always joining programs. I spent over $160K now this year alone on coaching. How do I become a better human? How do I develop my skill sets in certain areas of my life? And I'll always pay for it because I get there quicker. It blows my mind that people still try and master something for free. It blows my mind because you're wasting the most precious thing, which is time. But anywho, so I did that. So I was able to learn from the best, from blockchain literally engineers and people who built stuff on the blockchain. I wanted to learn from them. I read every book, joined every program, joined every call, took it seriously, pages and pages of notes, and I went all in. So I learned it very, very quickly. And even to this day, I still consider myself a student. I am always learning more because I take the student mindset of I know nothing. Let me learn more. And 2, I saw the barrier of or the sophistication of investor in the DeFi space is basically like nil. I'd say 99% of the space is gambling, and it's something we're really trying to change with this podcast and YouTube and our education and the UIG is like, stop gambling, start investing. And most people are treating it still like they're thinking day to day. They're thinking like traders, but they don't have the skill set of a trader. So they're honestly just gambling. And I just never took that approach. I invested it from day one as an investor. And I'm looking for, way down the road. So when the bear market came, I got super excited. That's actually when CryptoLabs was built as well, because that's when I was investing the heaviest, when no one else was. To get a view on YouTube was almost impossible. Or deploying capital into the markets, everyone thought I was an idiot. But I was treating it like an investor, and I like to buy in deep fear, and I like to take profit in deep greed. And I think those 2 things had me creating success pretty quickly in the crypto DeFi space. Of course, I made mistakes as well and learned a lot of lessons, and they did cost me quite a bit of money. You can't avoid that, but that's the answer to that question at Rubixinator on Instagram. If you follow me, especially on Fridays, check out the Q&As I like to do and would love for you to hop on, ask a question. So do check it out at Rubixinator on Instagram. Hope this served. And with that said, we'll see you tomorrow.